Onana. I respect everyone, but to say that, then you need to get the answer. If you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history, you need to take care what you are talking. If David De Gea or Peter Schmeichel or Van der Sar say that, then I will question myself. But if you are one of the statistically the worst goalkeepers in Man United modern history, then he needs to show that before he says so.
Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So as we all saw Thursday, a Europa League match against Lyon, that was a game that we were winning 2-1. Before that, actually, to be honest, I don't think the performance was great. I think, overall the performance was not good at all. There weren't many good performances. I thought Casemiro was okay. I think Lenioro played quite well. It was a very good ball from Bruno to Xerxes. And I think Xerxes, came on and did well. But obviously we're winning 2-1 in that game. And again, another mistake from Andre Onana. And this comes off the back of some criticism from former Manchester United player Nemanja Matic, which at the time, to be honest with you, I thought was quite harsh. Matic pretty much saying he's the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United history. If you've been a Man United fan as long as I have, you've seen many goalkeepers struggle here. De Gea was obviously not good in his first season. We've obviously had guys like, Roy Carroll, not great. Fabian Barthez struggled. But, another couple of mistakes again in the Europa League for Andre Onana. And look, ultimately it looks like Matic was right. I don't believe in knocking someone while they're down, but, this is a guy that I simply can't defend anymore. I think Andre Onana, when he was coming to the club, I was very excited. I think all of us watched that Champions League final and we saw quite a revolutionary goalkeeper. His shot stopping looked quite good in that game, and his distribution was pretty much second to none. He was demanding. He was a commanding goalkeeper, and he was someone I was very excited to bring in. He looked like he had the right mentality, but ultimately I don't really know what's gone wrong. I don't know what's gone wrong at Manchester United, and again, for Nemanja Matic to pretty much say, you are the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United history, and then, a day later to put in a performance like that, again, this is a player that, he's pretty much the reason we got knocked out in that Champions League group stage, and now he's a big part of the reason why we may not go through in the Europa League. So I don't think we can just sit there and defend someone that, this will be twice in a row that he's going to get knocked out of Europe. So yeah, I do think in the summer it is time to move Andre Onana on. This is a player that I've defended on numerous occasions, but I do think it is, at that point, I'm not someone that wants to have an agenda. I want the best for Manchester United, and I think this is a player where I just can't see, the improvements anymore. We've been patient, we've been loyal to him, but just, so many times he's made mistake after mistake. We thought we were buying a ball-playing goalkeeper, even, on the match on Thursday. His distribution has just been so poor. We're seeing someone that, on crosses, he looks awful. I think maybe there's a concentration issue. And his shot stopping and definitely his positional sense is just not good enough. It is not good enough. And I think if you look at the back line, I think, the defense actually hasn't been too bad in recent times. But the defense doesn't have any confidence in this guy. They've got no confidence in him. And you are actually starting to see why. I think this is a player that, we do have a match against Newcastle tomorrow, and I actually would be shocked to see him start in that game. I think it's the right thing to do to drop him. And I think if I think Bayinda comes in against Newcastle, plays quite well, I would actually look to start him on Thursday as well. If there's ever a time to prove your doubters wrong, it was after Nemanja Matic made those comments. It looks like this is a guy that's just lost all confidence. And I think it's sad to see, because I think there is a half-decent goalkeeper there, but it has just not worked at Manchester United. So I would like to see him dropped against Newcastle. Again, if Bayinda plays quite well, I would start Bayinda on Thursday. And that is a must-win match. Ultimately at Manchester United, we've got nothing to play for other than the Europa League. So as soon as we get knocked out of the Europa League, there's nothing to play for. So all the marbles, need to be on Thursday. We need to focus on that match and win it. If we could somehow get to the Europa League semi-final, and I think we could do that, by the way. I wasn't too impressed with Lyon on Thursday. I think overall, in terms of a 90-minute performance, I think they probably were the better team. But I think we can play a lot better than that. Obviously on Thursday, the game is at Old Trafford. So hopefully, we can win that game, get through to the next round. And again, this is our last opportunity at silverware this season. So hopefully we can do well. But as for Andre Onana, I think he should not be starting in that match. And I think in the summer, it is about the right time to move him on. As always, super interested to hear what you guys have to say. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I will see you guys on the next video.